Hello there, Duel players! Welcome back to another tournament preview. Today we are doing Duel Showdown 196. These tournaments are held every Sunday night on DuelingBook, so maybe next week you could be one of the players. And we had 6 active players, so I have only 5 matches. I guess doing these tournaments at 1 AM really alienates the European player base. But, yeah. Anyway. First round we have Zodiac K versus Galaxar 94, and Zodiac K is on the spell counter deck. Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 Allures and finally summon out Breaker, 2 Dark Renewals in the back row, and gonna pass the turn. Galaxar is on some sort of a fairy tribute deck, counter fairy we can even call this, with the 7 tools and a magic jammer in the back. And they're gonna lose their 7 tools to Breaker, and then Zodiac K will just activate the skill. When you activate Ultimate Wizardry, you place 1 spell counter on all of your spell counter monsters, and then once per turn you can also place a spell counter. So when he is summoned, Dark Red Enchanter gains 2 spell counters. He's gonna use those to snipe 1 from the hand, and then use the skill to place 1 spell counter. So bigger than Zolga. And yeah, Zodiac K is in a pretty good position right now. Galaxar will just set another Zolga. Yeah, it's not gonna survive. Breaker comes out, and yeah, now Galaxar is left with nothing. They're gonna top deck Cosmic Cyclone, and that does it. They do use their skill Rise of the Fallen to reborn a fairy, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah, they do gain some life. But yeah. Zodiac K draws a Sealmaster Mace. This is a vanilla, but it has like 2 support cards. A continuous spell that blocks the opponent's traps, and a continuous trap that blocks the opponent's spells. But I've never seen this card being played in Duel, so that's interesting to see. He'll make it onto the thumbnail. Game 2. Yeah, Zodiac K going second. So that means Galaxar is choosing to go first. And again, some back row, a Zolga, and that is it. Zodiac K gonna summon Legion the Fiend Jester. That gives him a additional tribute summon for a spellcaster, and that is going to be Magical Marionette. So this gains 200 for every spell counter on it. Gains spell counters by activating spells, and by removing 2, you get to pop a monster. Okay, so the the Legion will search out the Mace. Zodiac K use the skill for 2 spell counters, pops the Zolga, and yeah, gets in directly. Light Force Sword. Okay, that is gonna banish 1 hand card face down, and there is a command for that, namely discard a random FD, and that will discard 1 randomly. Banish random FD. Yeah. That does it. DuelingBook should really have like a menu for the commands so that you don't have to type them out. That would be nice. But yeah. Anyway, Galaxar is gonna reborn the Zolga, but yeah, it's only 1 tribute, so that's not gonna do it. Breaker is gonna shoot 1 back row. Ultimate Wizardry will give Breaker another counter, shoot the other back row, and yeah, it's basically already sealed. That was terrible. Yeah, Galaxar top decking 7 tools, that's not gonna save him. Yeah, banishing the Sealmaster. I wonder if Zodiac is actually on like the support cards, or whether this is just an Allure of Darkness target you can search with Legion. I mean, he is one of the good people who has a good command of the talismans. His history is a mystery. But what is not a mystery is the outcome of this duel. Zodiac K takes it. Next up we have Gamer 408. I haven't seen the other 407 gamers, but I'm sure we'll make sense of this. And Gamer408 is on Whale of a Tail. I have strong opinions on this deck, but let's see how Gamer does. Melody pitching the Ritual to search 2 Armed Dragon Whites, then pre-prep for the Ritual spell and the Whale, then using a skill, pitching an Armed Dragon White for a Whale, and brings out Armed Dragon level 10, White, and a Fortress Wheel. And this Fortress Wheel is like untargetable by spells and traps, but it's not too exciting, especially not against Domoski, who is bringing Evil Hero, Dark Gaia, and just attacks for over 4,000 points of damage. Domoski with quick games. Yeah, this was 2 minutes and a half, not even. And we're gonna see Gamer408 set up a field, or try to set up a field. Sonic Bird. And using Melody, following it up with the skill, pitching one to search Fortress Whale, and that is gonna be the same board plus the Sonic Bird. The Sonic Bird isn't going to be the most proactive guy here. So let's see. Domoski is going to use a skill, pitch a spell card to search for the Dark Fusion. And activating Dark Fusion plus Dark Calling, and that's going to be 2 monsters with 7/5. Yeah. That's 15,000 damage on board. Yeah. It's not looking good for a Gamer, who is gonna scoop it up here. Yeah, he wants to keep playing until the end, but yeah, it's fair enough. So Domoski takes this match. Next up, we're gonna see Username here versus a 2-pack from Italy, from Brazil. This is going to be a meta matchup. We're going to see the Battle City Bestie pile versus the Battle City Slugger pile. Let's see who's the better Battle City player. Yep, Swords of Green Light, Fossil Dyna, the Speedwall special. But Username has another Speedwall special. We're going to put Guilford back to draw 1 card. Sol and Luna, pretty good, pretty good. But just going to lead on Gearfried, backing it up with a Blast with Chain, and these sleeves that 2-pack is using are very interesting. I believe they are custom, right? Anyway, here is Blast with Chain, and 2-pack will let that resolve. Okay. Yeah, so Blast with Chain pops the Spy, and Gearfried pops the Swords in a slightly different order, but yeah. Username now beating over the Fossil Dyna, and we see that 2-pack has the Brick Dark Magician in the hands. Luckily, here's another Spy, but is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? Joker's Knight sending the Queen's Knight, so now Username's monsters all get a 300 point buff. Will allow Username to attack for game. Sol and Luna wasn't used. That's odd, because then the Spy would be face down. You could have flipped the King face down, and then Gearfried would only have 2,000 attack, so there definitely were more plays to be made, I feel. Let's see, Username not changing skills. We do see that the Battle City Slugger deck sometimes sides into the Battle City Bestie deck. 2-pack accidentally activates Sol and Luna, and Username says, I didn't see it, but my guy, it's in the log. It's all here, it's all here. Anyway, we are gonna see Joker's Knight being activated, sending Queen's Knight. So Joker's Knight is now named Queen's Knight. King's Knight is summoned, and that's gonna special summon Jack's Knight. And username could use the skill here to search out the Guilford and tribute summon it. But he's not gonna do that. He's gonna stick with his 3 big knights. And now Sol and Luna is activated, yeah. So the Joker is flipped face down, Spy is flipped face up, and that's gonna summon another Spy, and Tupac will live to see another turn. And they're drawing King's Knight. Oh man, yeah. Not looking good for him. Yeah. King's Knight does attack over the Joker's Knight, but man, then it just comes back to the hand, right? So no winning there. And I think username is just going to be able to attack for game. Well, not yet, but he's going to get crazy advantage. Yeah, Gearfried popping the Spy. And actually, is this game? Yeah, this is... Ah, no, there's a Sphere Grebo. Yeah. So, not yet. And we see that Tupac has the Tribe Infecting Virus in the hand, which is gonna be allowed to resolve. Ooh, destroying all those warriors. But he's not out of the woods yet. Normal Super Queen's Knight. And it seems like username is out of knights to send. Yeah, playing 1 of each. So normal 7 Queen's Knight is his best play. And that's gonna crash. Yeah. That's not bad. Oh, setting the Magic Rebo. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether I agree with that. But it is gonna turn out okay, looks like. Yeah, username now getting his Joker's Knight into the graveyard with a skill. And it's gonna be added back to the hand. Tupac now gonna tribute summon Mobius. That's gonna be changed to defense position. And Tupac is just gonna set the Wake in the Dragon. Yeah. Username is gonna, this is comedy, just draws the King's Knight again. Ah, terrible, terrible. Using the skill again, putting back the Guilford and drawing a card. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty good position. Tupac gonna pitch the other Wake in the Dragon, destroy all warriors. And now username is in the same awkward position where he doesn't have any knights left in the deck to send. But Guilford is as good as any knight. And username, is he gonna pop the back row? Yeah, destroys the equip, but doesn't destroy the spell or trap the opponent controls. So playing excellently around that Wake in the Dragon. Yeah, Tupac is telling him to destroy the set, but yeah, no. Way too clever a guy to play into Wake in the Dragon. Anyway, we're gonna see Zodiac K versus Tomoski, the spell counters versus the Dark Gaia. Zodiac K leading off with Breaker and 2 Light Force Swords. Man, maybe it would have been better to wait with those until the fusion spell was activated. Yeah, because now Tomoski is simply the luckiest man alive, and he's left with a rock and a fiend, which was very often going to be the case, but still. It's too late now. Tomoski just banishes them face up and he's gonna summon the Gaia. Oh, love it, love it. This goes fast. Yeah, we're going to game 2. Alright, is it looking any better for Zodiac K? There is, the hand trip with Dr. Dre, as we used to call him back in the day, searching the Seal Master. And takes out the Dark Calling. And he has the Dark Renewal set, so but does this target? It targets! No! Dark Fusion prevents targeting. Oh, oh no. Zodiac, not like this. Does he know? He doesn't know! Yep. So, sorry for the Zodiac supporters, but Domoski is moving on to the finals. Oh, I love it. So we're gonna see Domoski up against the Username here. Can Domoski beat the meta deck? Username starting off with a few bricks in the hand. He has the Queen's Knight, he has the Guilford. He's gonna put the Guilford back to draw and draws Joker's Knight. Yes! Off to the races. Now, there is an enemy controller, so Domoski has a Rock and a Fiend, and yeah, it's gonna be untargetable. So let's just fast forward this. Yeah, maybe it would have been better for Username to just commit one monster and set him enemy controller, because if Domoski has the play for the double Gaia, you can at least tribute your one monster and take the other, the one that's not untargetable. But yeah, that's hindsight 2020, right? So it's gonna be game 2 times. Yep, and we're moving on to game number 2. I'm having way too much fun with this. Like, I respect Domoski for always bringing Jack to the tournaments, but when he does this, it's also pretty entertaining. Username, I'm gonna summon Absolute Crusader. I'm not sure why that's here. But Username is gonna negate Dark Fusion with Absolute Crusader. That is not how it works. Absolute Crusader works against built-in special summons, you know, inherent special summons, not effects that summon. So we're gonna see Username use his opportunity to attack for not quite game. Yeah. Yeah, with the Blast with Chain, that is game. So unfortunate about that ruling error there. Let's see whether Domoski can recover. And he has Dark Fusion in hand. Let's see. Fisher takes out the Absolute Crusader. Dark Fusion resolves, summoning that big Gaia. And Username has no outs because this also targets the attacking monster. So Domoski takes it this week. Guys, thank you for watching. I was Ryan Atlas. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye.